Okay, sorry for the disturbance of the class. We are live now. Let me share the link with others. Just wait for minute. Start the class to 2 minutes. Okay. So actually, it's hectic. Actually, I'm outside of Delhi, so it's network issue. Although I'm trying my best. Okay, let's see. Is it audible, Shibu? Shundaram, can you make it confirm, please? Is it fine now? Please say yes or no. Is it audible? Yes, fair. So yes, Prakhar was asking a question. Please repeat it, right? So I'm repeating the things for again. Such question you can find in they have asked already in forest services in 2009. Okay, so you cannot deny that they will not ask such questions again. Damn sure they may ask. Okay, so what the question was, if some function f of x is expressed like this, then we have to find the value of theta where theta is present here, right? We have to find theta when x tends to 1 given the function f of x is this. So I told you multiple times in Taylor's expansion that Lagrange form of remainder and Cauchy's form of remainder. Generally, if it is not mentioned, we go with the Lagrange form of remainder. So when this expression is like this, ultimately it is indicating that he wants the expansion till the second degree term. So I expanded through the Maclaurin's of Taylor's Lagrange form of remainder like this, then took the limit as x tends to 1 because they want theta ka value for x tends to 1. So I took the limit, I got the value of theta as 9 by 25. This I had done earlier through the previous lecture. Okay, so I hope you have noted down it. Have you written it? प्रखर सर ये एक जगह 0 एंड एक जगह थीटा एक्स कैसे आ गया? प्रखर यही तो मैं आपसे पूछ रहा था, आपने कल का क्लास अटेंड किया था क्या? और अगर कल का क्लास अटेंड किया होगा तो वहां पर मैंने आपको बोला था ऑलरेडी. चलो मैं फिर से रिपीट कर देता हूं. जो लास्ट टर्म होता है रिमाइंडर टर्म, वहां पर वी राइट x रेस टू दी पावर n अपॉन n फैक्टोरियल. बेसिकली वो होता है h रेस टू दी पावर n nth derivative a plus theta h. This is the remainder term in the Lagrange form of remainder. अभी याद आ गया ना? सो अभी यहां पर मेरे बच्चे a का वैल्यू क्या ले रखा है उन्होंने? 0. h का वैल्यू क्या है? x. From this expression it is indicated. So just put here, you will get f double dash theta x. Right, Prakhar? चले. So this is a very good question. Have you written it? शिबू, सर द फंक्शन, बट आपने कहाँ 1/2 लिया है भाई? 1 माइनस एक्स का पावर 5/2 तो लेके चल रहा हूं. 1/2 कहां पे दिख रहा है तुमको शिबू? बोलो. एफ डबल डैश थीटा एक्स है, तो एफ डबल डैश एक्स लिखोगे तब ना एफ डबल डैश थीटा एक्स दिखेगा. शिबू अभी क्लियर हुआ या नहीं? Function I have taken 1 minus x power 5/2 which is given in the question. सर लिमिट लेने पर, कौन सा लिमिट लेने पर 1/2 हो गया भाई? ये 5/2 लिखा था ऑलरेडी, ये 5/2 पे लिमिट है। बाकी यहाँ पर एक्सप्रेशन जो था वो वैसा लिखा हुआ है, उसमें क्या है? कहाँ पे दिक्कत आ रही है शिबू? बोलो कहाँ 1/2 मैं ले रहा हूँ? ओके, चलो, इज दैट नोटेड? अच्छा, 5/2 दिखाई नहीं दे रहा था, ओके। अभी दिख गया? ओके, फेयर। So please prepare such questions. Don't avoid such questions in the exam hall. These will make a huge difference. Okay. Let's have one more question now. That's also a good question. I'm expecting that question this time too. Write the question, please. If f is differentiable, if f is differentiable 3 times, okay, in the interval a minus h to a plus h. Okay. They have given if the function f is differentiable 3 times in the interval a minus h to a plus h, prove that there is a point C, कहां पर है? In the interval, means in between of those points, right? Such that f at a plus h minus f at a minus h divided by 2h minus f dash a equals h square by 6 f triple dash c. Please try everyone, because yesterday I put lot of efforts over Taylor's. So I hope now you will be compatible to solve such questions. Please try it at least. And everyone will try, please. Any clue? Prakhar, Amit, Shubhranshu, where are you all? Huh? Okay. See what they have done. They said f is differentiable 3 times. Okay? That is assured in the question. Okay, Shivu, fair. The interval they have given like this. This is sufficient to indicate that I should go by Taylor's expansion. That's it. Fair. Because indication समझ में आया? The underlined words indicated I have to go by Taylor's. So let's say if I go by Taylor's for f of a plus h, it will be f of a plus h into f dash a plus h square by factorial 2 into f double dash a plus h cube upon factorial 3 f triple dash a plus theta h. Why I have stopped here, Prakhar? Is that clear to you now? The function is differentiable 3 times, means I have to stop the expansion at the third order derivative of the function, right? Chale. Here, theta lying between 0 and 1, so a plus theta h. This wala point will be belonging to a plus h, right? So this you can write a plus theta h equals to belonging to a comma a plus h, right? So what you have represented here, fellows? A plus theta h ko I have represented by the point C. So what you have now? F of a plus h equals f of a plus h into f dash a plus h square by factorial 2 f double dash a plus h cube by factorial 3 f triple dash c. This is the work you have done in a to a plus h. If you work within the interval a minus h to a, so the same expansion you can carry on with the h की जगह minus h. So this can be written as f of a minus h into f dash a plus minus h का whole square f double dash a plus minus h का whole cube divided by factorial 3 f triple dash c. C is a point which is in between of the interval a to a plus h or a minus h to a, right? That is the representation for a plus theta h. Okay, so on adding 1 and 2, what we get, my dear fellows? F at a plus h plus f at a minus h. This will become 2 times f at a. This will be got cancelled, right? This will be 2 times h square by 2 into f double dash a. This will be what? h cube by factorial 3 minus h cube by factorial 3. अब क्या होगा? Because अपने पास तो, please be on the board. If you are adding the things, what you are getting is you are getting the third degree term as a third order derivative as cancelled, but you want that in your expression. You're getting my point? So you will add or subtract. Is that clear or not? So this addition is not working for us. So what I will do? On subtracting. When you subtract, basically you will get what you wish to have. F of a plus h minus f of a minus h. यहां से f of a will got like subtract करेंगे ना, कहां पे गया? f of a cancel हो जाएगा. This will be added 2h f dash a. h square वाला term got cancelled. This will become 2h cube divided by factorial 3 means 6 into f triple dash c. Abhi you can manage the terms. F of a plus h minus f of a by a minus h divided by 2h. यहाँ पे f डैश बचेगा, उसको यहाँ पे लिखते हैं और इसको यहीं पे रखते हैं. यही तो है ना? अच्छा, h कहाँ पे जा रहा है? h लेकर आए हैं क्या? अच्छा, 2h 2h पूरा कॉमन ले लिया है तो यहाँ पे 2h चला जाएगा. This will be h square by 6 f triple dash c. Is that clear now? So this is how Taylor's का beautiful questions you can tackle. Please go through it और नोट करेंगे इसको फटाफट. Sorry. Is that clear? Shibu, actually they wish to have two expressions for f of a plus h and f of a minus h. So Taylor's expansion I have used for f of a plus h and f of a minus h. उसमें क्या दिक्कत हो गई आपको? टेलर्स थ्योरम को यूज कर लिया दो बार, एक बार एफ ऑफ ए प्लस एच ले लिया, एक बार एफ ऑफ ए माइनस एच ले लिया, तो आरएचएस में एच की जगह माइनस एच आ गया, यहाँ पे क्या दिक्कत है इसमें? Please note it down. Actually, I have one more fantabulous problem for you, okay? And that I am expecting they are gonna ask that. Noted? Fair. Good. Chale. Let's have one more good problem. Write down the problem, please. In the Taylor's expansion, in the Taylor's expansion with Lagrange's form of remainder, in the Taylor's expansion with Lagrange's form of remainder, that is h raised to the power n upon n factorial nth derivative a plus theta h of a function f defined on a to a plus h. And what you have to show? So that theta tends to 1 upon n plus 1 as h tends to 0, provided f n plus 1 is continuous and different from 0 at x equals to a. Can you people try this question, please? It's a beautiful problem. चलिए मैं ट्राई करूं. ठीक है, चलिए. So from the previous lecture itself, I have been continuously focusing on up to what order derivative the function is given, right? So if you notice here, can you underline this word in your question? Please underline that word, f n plus 1, right? So it means your remainder term may go for n plus 1. Now it is up to us how we manage that, okay? चले, yeah, being so experienced in this field, I would like to tell you one thing, that please don't panic on such questions because these are very standard question. Okay, so if you learn these techniques at least one to two times and then revise, you yourself will be comfortable. Fair? So let's see how such questions are dealt. So what I can do, a से a plus h है, so f of a plus h I write. Please देखिएगा, I will revise everything here. F of a plus h can be written as f of a plus h into f dash a plus h square y factorial to f double dash a plus h power n upon factorial n nth derivative a plus theta h. Obviously, theta lying between 0 and 1, right? That we have practiced now. One more expression I am writing of the f of a plus h itself. That can be written as, ध्यान से देखेंगे इस चीज को, where theta dash is another notation, just a notation. What I did here, first I wrote the expansion up to nth degree term, the other expansion I wrote till the n plus 1th degree. So if n plus 1th is the remainder term, so nth term will be written like this, but n plus 1th will be like this. Anyone? Any doubt there? Right? Chale. Now let's say this is my equation 1, this is the equation 2. If I subtracting 1 from 2, what you will have, my dear fellows? This term will be cancelled, this will be cancelled, this will be cancelled. From the first expression, I will have the negative LHS as 0. सेकंड से सब्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं, so the term we will have h raised to the power n nth factorial divided by, because यहां पर कहां तक है, n minus 1 तक, so up to n minus 1, that will be cancelled from this expression, this will be remaining, other will be h power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 a plus theta dash h. ठीक है, माइनस, अब देखिए एफ ए से एफ ए कैंसिल हो जाएगा, इससे ये हो जाएगा, n माइनस 1 तक तो कैंसिल हो चुके हैं, बट दिस nth टर्म विल नॉट बी कैंसिल्ड बिकॉज देयर इज नो सच टर्म अवेलेबल इन द सेकंड एक्सप्रेशन, सो दैट विल बी देयर माइनस का h पावर n अपॉन फैक्टोरियल n एफ n a plus theta h, right? So this expression can be further managed as h power n upon n factorial f n a plus theta h equals h raised to the power n factorial nth derivative at a plus h raised to the power n factorial to a plus theta dash h. Fair? Now we are at the last stage and we have to manage कि अपन कैसे क्या यहां पर कर सकते हैं, what is the possibility with us. देखना, please notice, either you learn and enjoy or you skip. You have only two choices, right? चलिए, if you observe h का power n is here, h का power n is here, let's take it outside. So what I do, h का power n upon n factorial I took common, here I have nth derivative a plus theta h minus nth derivative at a, right? And the RHS is h ka power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 n plus 1th derivative at a plus theta dash h. I hope till here you will have no issue at all. चलिए, अब यहां पर इफ यू ऑब्जर्व वन थिंग, प्लीज बी हियर एट द बोर्ड, you have f nth derivative at some point b, f nth derivative at some point a. So fb minus fa. ध्यान से देखना इस चीज को. If somehow, please like notice this line, what I am trying to do, h raised to the power n factorial and n upon n factorial is outside. Here I am just managing the expression, please be on the board, divided by a plus या a माइनस a प्लस थीटा h. राइट, क्या किया मैंने? थीटा h मैनेज किया बिकॉज a गॉट कैंसल्ड. सो थीटा h से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, थीटा h से डिवाइड कर दिया. राइट, चलिए अब h का पावर, अच्छा ये तो कैंसिल ही हो जा रहा था यहां से, तो दिस विल बी h अपॉन n फैक्टोरियल वही रखा, h अपॉन n प्लस 1. चलिए now the real test will come. Please look over the board. Suppose that this is f nth derivative with some function g. Okay, तो g at b minus g at a divided by b minus a, what it will be? g dash c. Lagrange MBT, इस पर Lagrange MBT लगाइए. Please apply the Lagrange MBT over this. Apply Lagrange mean value theorem. क्या मिल जाएगा? दिस इज nth डेरिवेटिव, तो इसका डेरिवेटिव मींस एफ एन प्लस 1 सी मिलेगा या नहीं? विश्वास दिलाइए. प्लीज नोटिस दिस. सो h का पावर n उधर से मैनेज कर दिया, यहां पर 1 है. दिस h विल बी कैंसल्ड फ्रॉम हियर. विश्वास दिलाइए यहां तक, क्योंकि क्वेश्चन का आंसर हो चुका है. अभी व्हाट आई कैन डू, दिस h गॉट कैंसल्ड, theta is in the LHS, in the RHS 1 upon n plus 1. Here I have some fraction, here I have some fraction, right? So if that fraction is managed, I will get the value theta as 1 plus 1 upon n plus 1. Please note it down till here, then I will proceed. आराम से देख लीजिए how I have managed the expression, how I have managed apply Lagrange MBT here, and how I will be managing theta as 1 upon n plus 1. फैक्टोरियल था यार, ये कहां से आ गया? तो यहां से n, वहां से n प्लस 1 बचेगा. इसको एक बार नोट करेंगे तब तक. सर लास्ट में a टू a प्लस थीटा लिखा है. दिस वाला एक्सप्रेशन व्हाट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, ये तो जस्ट मैनेज कर दिया ना मैंने. यहां पर a प्लस थीटा डैश h, आप लोग नोट कीजिए जस्ट वेट अ मिनट. Is that noted? And this is not a simple question. This is just a formula also. Theta equals 1 upon n plus 1. नोटेड, फेयर। चलिए, चलिए, please be on the board. I'm just managing the last line. You are getting theta into fn plus 1. Okay, dears. A plus theta h. This is A. So some point in between of that. Let's say that is A plus theta theta dash h. Okay. Please don't confuse. This is just a point C equals. Okay. Here you got 1 upon n plus 1. The n plus 1th derivative as A plus theta dash h. Right. Now for h tends to 0, what I will have? Theta into fn plus 1a equals 1 upon n plus 1 into this got cancelled. So this implies theta equals 1 upon n plus 1. Please note it down. So here what I have done is this fv minus fa will give some me point in between this and this. So just a point in between of this and this I represented by this. You can write that C, not an issue at all. Okay. Complete the question and please do remember this as well. Is that done? Shundaram, are you getting the points? I said I will get a point that I represented by C. C equals A plus theta into theta dash H. This is just a point between A to A plus theta H. Okay. शिवू अभी क्लियर है? Is that clear now? Okay. चलिए, अरे वेट, शिबू क्या रह गया एक बार आप पीछे से नोट कर लेना आप, क्या रह गया वहां पर, नोट कर लीजिए आप एक बार पीछे से. Should I proceed now, Shibu? Should I proceed now? Okay, Shiv, fair. So I'm giving you a question. Write down the question, please. If f of x plus h equals f of x plus h into f dash x plus h square by factorial 2 f double dash x plus theta h, then find the value of theta, find the value of theta as x tends to a, given f of x minus a equals x minus a ka power 5 by 2. Okay, Prakhar. So that is a homework question for you. And please write ki these questions are probable questions. Okay, for your exams. Please don't forget to practice such questions. Right? Already I have done from that. Right? Fair? You people can try that question. Chale. Let's move. है ना? So get ready. ठीक है, ध्यान देंगे. For your optional, if you are not preparing like this, then you are not gonna get good marks. Okay, link like if I finish the chapter, you should also finish the chapter. ठीक है, revision and recalling, let me tell you. So from where I have started the lecture, I have started from the simple functions, right? I started our lecture one to differentiate two things. Number one is value of the function and limit of the function. For that, I took different examples to make you feel कि what does it mean by value of the function and limit of the function. Let's say if I take an example like this, then this is 1 when x not equals to 1. This is undefined when x equals to 1. Right? So this example itself indicates me to differentiate value of the function. Means if you want to know what is the value of the function at the point and what is the value when x tends to 1 from left or right, okay, then for which value f of x tends from left and right. From here we came up with the concept of limit, right? To understand the limit, we took different category of examples. What I told you here, कि here you should not panic like IIT JEE exam where you need to solve 1000 problems. Here we just cool, just get sorted. कि there are not 1000 kind of problems here. There are very strict kind of nature of problems here. Let's say if I talk about category 1. Okay, so in category 1, what I told you to get the geometrical nature of limits, right? So when I talk about geometrical nature of limits, I told you what does this mean. I'm not going into deep of that, but just trying to make you recall the things, right? I took different examples here, like Dirichlet's, like x sine and sine 1 by x square sine 1 by x, sine 1 by x. Fair. Dirichlet's, modulus, all such category of examples we dealt. Exponentials, like, right? So in case of exponentials, how to find limits, that we have all discussed. As I told you, for me, differential calculus and real analysis are not two different things. Those are just one thing. So in case of calculus, I am dealing it like analysis and calculus. So I also made you learn very beautifully epsilon delta definition of limit. When I talk about epsilon delta definition of limit, what does that mean, dear? That means for given epsilon greater than 0, you want to find a delta that is depending on epsilon. कैसा चाहिए? Such that f of x minus modulus L is less than epsilon whenever modulus of x minus a is less than delta. Here a, matlab at the point a you are not concerned, because value of the function at the point is a different thing. Limit of the function at some point does not bother about what is the value of the function at that point, right? So here we have done very beautiful examples, tried to make you learn this epsilon delta. No need to afraid of such definitions. Even Dirichlet function, we have done very good examples out of that, right? After that we moved for continuity and differentiability. So when I moved for continuity and differentiability, continuity is just the thing managing limit with value of the function, right? Limit of the function at a point and value of the function at that point. If those two becomes equal, we say function is continuous, right? We have done multiple examples as well. We move to differentiability. In case of differentiability, I told you that for me, differentiability means unique tangent at that point. So this unique tangent kind of stuff you can bother in two ways. Number one, geometry. So geometry, when I talk about, I also gave you some examples like this. Ki whenever you have some B shape, here you cannot have unique tangent. So like modulus of x, that can never be differentiable at x equals to 0, right? I gave you multiple examples based on this, and I told you what does the meaning of unique tangent. Also I told you right hand derivative and left hand derivative ka definition. Very clearly I stated that both of the things you needed to solve problems, right? In case of differentiability, we solved multiple examples with the help of definition as well, right? If you remember that x minus 2 wala question, there I told you multiple times how to use the derivative ka definition. Means if you want to write what is the definite derivative ka value at the point c, you could write that f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c. We took different examples for that. Apart from all these scenarios, ultimately we have summarized everything with the limit, continuity, and differentiability. What I done, uh, I told you here indeterminate forms as well, right? Indeterminate forms mein what I told you, you apply L'Hopital rule only for either 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity. Infinity. If some function ka no, L is a finite number. When you say there exists, that means that is a finite number. Prakhar. एप्सिलॉन डेल्टा इन्फिनिटी लेके किया है, तो उन्होंने कंसीडर किया होगा ना एल को. अरे दिस आई टॉक्ड अर्लियर आल्सो, कि ओवर द रियल लाइन एंड ओवर द एक्सटेंडेड रियल लाइन. शिवू, प्रखर, सुंदरम, एवरीवन talked na in the earlier. So if they are talking about infinity, that means they are taking over the extended real line. In general, that is not okay. Prakhar, am I clear? फिर f of x minus infinity less than epsilon. अरे भाई प्रखर, if you want to talk about f of x minus infinity, means you are talking about the limit, right? So if f of x itself tends to infinity, so you will have the expression like infinity minus infinity. Infinity minus infinity is an indeterminate form, and an indeterminate form can be infinity, 0, minus 1, whatever is there. Prakhar, did you get the idea? Are you getting my point, Prakhar? So that may be indeterminate form, फिर उसको further you have to verify. Fair? चले. So yes, what I told you here, indeterminate forms as well, I emphasized much over here. And to make this very compact, very consolidated, what I did is I took a separate session for your PYQs from the chapter limit, continuity and differentiability. To solve limits, in the last of that session I also told you Leibniz rule of differentiation under the sign of integration, right? Why I told you that? Because sometimes you may have variable limits over integration, right? So whenever you have variable limits over integration and you want to differentiate that, then you have to use the Leibniz rule of differentiation under the sign of integration, right? So in the chapter 1 limit, continuity, differentiability, I have tried to summarize everything at one place. Then we have learned the theory, solved the example, solved the assignment, and did the PYQs session as well. Fair? Then we moved for the chapter 2. So in case of chapter 2, what I told you, ki this is a very beautiful chapter. Here we will talk about Rawls theorem and mean values theorems, right? So when I talk about Rawls theorem, I gave you a keyword. I took a very comprehensive session, one session completely for Rawls, and I told you Rawls means you are concerned about the root of the derivative, right? Rawls theorem ko we have used multiple times, so no need to explain further. Only the keyword is root of derivative. I'm sorry. Then we moved on Lagrange ambiguity. Lagrange ambiguity does not contain the third condition of Rawls, and it is proved by Rawls itself by constructing some function. With there we learned how to find the value of derivative at some point, right? Lagrange ambiguity beautifully we have used for two major concepts. Number first is trying to prove the inequalities with the help of Lagrange, trying to do the monotonicity, special kind of increasing decreasing questions, right? So for that we have learned Lagrange ka ambiguity ka ek corollary, that is checking the monotonicity with the help of derivative ka sign. Yesterday I told you कि without thinking about the PYQs, I just told you whatever the concepts are, and I found there are different PYQs based on that. They asked you to prove कि if f of x is decreasing, then why f dash x is less than 0. So I have done that very well through the Lagrange ambiguity, right? ठीक है. Then we moved for the Cauchy's ambiguity and Taylor's theorem. Cauchy's ambiguity, that is applied for two functions. How to use that, how to find C for Cauchy's ambiguity or Lagrange ambiguity, we have done examples. Then we moved for how to approach by constructing some functions based on the given target. Those are some special kind of questions, although I could avoid those questions, but I didn't. I put my best out of that. Let's make you learn those things because UPSC asks those questions, right? So I tried to make you learn at each step how to construct a function, how to keep in mind how to use the Rawls theorem, right? Then we moved for Taylor's. Taylor's ke case mein I have given you aligned notes, and I told you multiple times that Taylor's is all about thinking about ki up to what order the derivatives are given, up to what order the derivatives are continuous, what will be the nth term, what is after n terms, and all these things. I have aligned everything. In Taylor's, we got two forms. One is Lagrange form of remainder, other is Cauchy's form of remainder. Lagrange form of remainder, if you remember, h power n upon n factorial f nth derivative a plus theta h. If you talk about Cauchy's form of remainder, it is h power n upon n minus 1 factorial into 1 minus theta ka power n minus 1 into fn a plus theta h kind of stuff, right? A plus theta h is just a point between a to a plus h. So these remainder terms are so much crucial, because I told you yesterday as well, if you want to write the expansion of sin x, cos x, log 1 plus x, then the Rn x must tend to 0 for n tends to infinity. Otherwise, that expansion will not be valid. So if you check log 1 plus x expansion, you take modulus x less than 1, 1. If you don't take that, your Rn x will not be as per the required guidelines. Okay, so Rn x itself has a beautiful use in that. Rest of the questions what we done today, those are very beautiful questions. UPSC in multiple times they have asked over questions, and every time they are probable questions, like the last theta equals 1 upon 1, 1, 1 n plus 1. Beautifully I have shown you how to use Lagrange MBD in between of the steps, how to make that visualize for you, right? So this is what we learned in the chapter 1, this is what we learned in the chapter 2. I have taken many PYQs from the chapter 2 in your lectures as well. Now it is your duty. You just solve those questions from the PYQs. I have given you the PDF. Okay. And the maxima minima wala part, very beautifully, I have taught you with the help of monotonicity, right? Beautiful examples from the PYQs as well as we have taken. So from my side, these two chapters are done. Now, if you have any doubt from these two chapters, you can come up with your doubts. Okay? We will have a doubt session as well for chapter 1 and chapter 2, because that is my duty. Whatever I have been taught, I have taught for you, that must be consolidated. So I will be taking your doubt session as well. So it's your duty now. For the next 2 3 days, we will you will just summarize all those things, come up with your doubt. I will conduct one extra session for that. Okay. So abhi the time is 10:29. Abhi kya karte hain, we will take a break. Okay. And I will start a fresh topic today. Fresh topic means chapter 3 I will move on, functions of several variable. So please tell me, I should do that today or by tomorrow. Please reply, functions of several variable or functions of two variables. That is a bilkul fresh segment that I should do today or tomorrow. Please reply. Prakhar going by tomorrow. If you do it tomorrow, then you can revise your sessions, chapter 1 and chapter 2. Whatever PYQs are left, you can also try those. You can come up with your doubts as well. So let's keep that by tomorrow. यस सुंदरम, क्योंकि वो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है, फ्रेश टॉपिक है, वी शुड कीप इट असाइड. वैसे आज का काम हमने, शिबू यस सर टुडे. शिबू हम इसको कल रखते हैं, नहीं तो जितनी ब्यूटीफुल चीजें सीखी हैं उनको भी रिवाइज नहीं कर पाएंगे हम. ठीक है. एंड प्लीज गाइज, डोंट वरी अबाउट द सिलेबस, जस्ट बिलीव ऑन मी. आई नो हाउ टू टच द नर्व. ओके. So this is not some random kind of mathematics classes. Just believe on me, follow my words. Everything will be finished by October 24 at any cost. October 23, I'm sorry. Fair? So I guess new topic we will start by tomorrow itself. Is that fair? Okay, don't worry. Shoprakhar, it's from your side. Okay. Revise the things well. Do come up with your doubts as well. Tomorrow we will start the next chapter, functions of several variable. Okay. Chale. So it's enough for my side. It's done for tonight. Good night.